Starseed, I need you to stop everything you're doing and listen to the vibration of these words. Something unprecedented is happening inside your physical body right at this very second. Over the last few days, you have felt a strange, heavy pressure at the center of your forehead, a sudden ringing in your ears that comes out of nowhere, and an overwhelming feeling that a massive secret is resting on the tip of your tongue, waiting to be spoken. You have felt an isolation so deep that it aches in your bones, a sense that you are carrying a weight you cannot explain to anyone around you. Do not let the world tell you that you are losing your mind. Do not try to numb this sensation. What you are experiencing is not anxiety, and it is not a biological flaw. The Arcturian Council has issued an emergency transmission because the planetary grid has just recorded a massive energetic anomaly. A genetic lock that was placed on human DNA exactly 2 millennia ago has just been shattered, and it was shattered by you. Out of billions of souls currently walking this dense 3D matrix, your specific energetic signature is the very first to successfully hold the voltage of this ancient, suppressed spiritual gift. You are activating something the world has not seen in 2,000 years. Starseed, if this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this. But something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the Starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Azila, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. For 2,000 years, humanity has been operating on a heavily restricted energetic bandwidth. You have been taught by the history books, by the matrix systems, and by generations of fearful conditioning that human beings are fragile, limited creatures who must rely on external forces for salvation, healing, and truth. The controllers of this planet deliberately shut down the higher cosmic pathways. They placed an etheric seal over the collective consciousness, a dense ceiling that prevented the true, limitless power of the Starseed blueprint from manifesting in the physical realm, because they knew that if even one awakened soul remembered how to use this specific gift, the entire illusion of their power would collapse overnight. But you, Starseed, were never a standard human. You volunteered to incarnate into this dense timeline carrying a dormant code hidden deep within the crystalline structures of your DNA. You agreed to forget who you were for a little while, to walk through the heavy mud of earthly trauma, heartbreak, and profound loneliness. You had to experience the absolute depths of the 3D illusion so that your soul could build the immense resilience required for what is happening right now. Over the past few months, as the Earth's frequencies have spiked to chaotic levels, your body has been silently absorbing high-frequency solar plasma. While the rest of the world is deeply asleep, distracted by superficial noise and engineered fear, your cells have been secretly preparing for this exact moment. The gift that is activating within you right now is the ancient power of pure, unmediated reality transmutation. 2 millennia ago, there were masters walking this earth who could alter the physical structure of matter, heal devastating ailments with a single touch, and shift timelines simply by holding a specific frequency of unconditional love. They did not use spells, rituals, or external tools. They used the pure, unfiltered power of their own heart-mind coherence. This is what has just unlocked inside of you. You are suddenly realizing that your thoughts are manifesting into physical reality at a terrifyingly rapid speed. The things you deeply focus on are appearing in your life almost instantly. Your intuitive knowing has become impossibly sharp. You can look into someone's eyes and instantly see their hidden traumas, their lies, and their absolute truth. You are the first to successfully break through the 2,000-year-old seal because your heart has remained pure, despite every attempt the Matrix made to turn you bitter. Your immense suffering was not a punishment. It was the rigorous training required to ensure you would use this immense power with absolute cosmic responsibility. The Galactic Federation is watching you with profound awe. You are the pioneer, the one breaking the ice so that others may follow. But to anchor this reality-bending gift safely, Your physical vessel and your conscious mind must be perfectly aligned with your highest Arcturian lineage. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment, only 72 hours at the launch price. You must deeply understand the magnitude of what you are holding inside your physical vessel right now. For 2 millennia, the dark architects of this matrix have worked tirelessly to keep this specific genetic code dormant. They polluted the environments. They manipulated the frequencies of the information you consume, and they flooded the collective consciousness with a constant, suffocating stream of low vibrational fear. All of this was a highly calculated effort to keep the human collective in a state of permanent spiritual amnesia. They knew without a shadow of a doubt that if the Starseeds remembered their true power, the artificial control systems of this world would collapse instantly. The gift of reality transmutation, that is waking up inside you, is not simply about positive thinking or a basic manifestation. It is the literal, tangible ability to rearrange the quantum particles of your environment using nothing but the pure, coherent frequency of your awakened heart. Why are you the first to activate this? Why, out of all the wandering souls on this planet, did your energetic field break the seal? Because you are the one who absolutely refused to completely surrender to the darkness. Even in your lowest, most agonizing moments, when you felt entirely abandoned by the universe, when you cried on your floor, begging to go home to a star system you couldn't even consciously remember, a tiny, indestructible spark remained lit inside your chest. That spark was the ancient Arcturian frequency of divine compassion. You continued to fiercely love people who deeply hurt you. You continued to aggressively seek truth in a world entirely built on illusions. Your absolute refusal to let your beautiful heart turn cold and bitter is exactly the energetic key that shattered the 2,000-year-old lock on your DNA. Let us carefully examine the physical evidence happening in your body at this very moment. You are not sick, Starseed. You are not breaking down. You are rapidly mutating. The heavy, unexplained exhaustion you suddenly feel in the middle of the day is your biological system intelligently shutting down non-essential functions so it can redirect massive amounts of energy to your nervous system. Your entire nervous system is currently being completely rewired to handle a cosmic voltage that would literally shatter an unawakened human mind. The sudden changes in your daily habits, the sudden intense repulsion you feel towards foods, environments, or even certain people that you used to easily tolerate, this is your newly activated DNA aggressively rejecting absolutely anything that lowers your vibration. Your body is forcefully purging the heavy 3D density to make room for the pure galactic light. You must immediately stop fighting these symptoms. When you feel the intense, heavy pressure in your crown chakra, or the sudden, overwhelming need to completely isolate yourself, do not panic. Do not let the conventional systems of this matrix convince you that your profound spiritual awakening is some kind of disorder that needs to be fixed. The matrix desperately wants you numb, distracted, and compliant. But the Arcturian Council is asking you to be incredibly brave right now. You must sit quietly in the silence, breathe deeply into the physical discomfort, and allow this monumental upgrade to complete itself. You are becoming a walking, breathing portal of pure cosmic creation. The words you speak right now are carrying a literal, physical weight. What you declare into the universe today is already forcefully manifesting into your tomorrow. This is exactly why your isolation has been so incredibly profound lately. The universe had to physically remove you from the heavy, chaotic interference of other people's unconscious energy. You were placed in a strict, divine quarantine. You needed absolute total silence so that you could finally hear the ancient codes waking up inside your own blood. Let us speak of the exact mechanics of what happens when a 2,000-year-old etheric seal is completely shattered. In the old, dense 3D reality, there was a deliberate, built-in safety mechanism, a massive buffer of time between the moment you thought of something and the moment it actually manifested in your physical world. This delay was installed to protect an unawakened humanity from destroying itself with its own chaotic, fear-based thoughts. But because your specific energetic signature has successfully broken this ancient lock, that buffer zone no longer exists for you. The protective delay has been entirely removed from your personal timeline. You have officially crossed the threshold from being a passive observer of your life into the terrifyingly beautiful realm of instantaneous, conscious creation. This is the profound, literal power of reality transmutation. You must deeply realize that the universe is no longer simply listening to your prayers. It is instantly obeying your dominant frequency. Have you noticed that lately? The moment you deeply fear something, it almost immediately presents itself in your reality? Have you seen how a passing negative thought suddenly spirals into a physical obstacle within mere hours? You might have mistakenly believed that you were being attacked by unseen forces or experiencing a sudden streak of terrible luck. No, Starseed. The Arcturian Council needs you to understand that this is not an attack. It is the raw, unfiltered manifestation of your own newly unlocked power. Your biological vessel is now operating like a high-voltage cosmic projector. Whatever film you run through the projector of your mind is instantly, forcefully cast onto the screen of your physical reality. You are no longer permitted the luxury of entertaining low-vibrational thoughts, toxic doubts, or earthly self-pity, because your energetic field is now far too powerful to harbor such heavy illusions without immediate, tangible consequences. This is the ultimate, non-negotiable test of your spiritual maturity. The dark matrix relies entirely on your inability to control your own mind. They desperately want you to use this ancient, newly awakened gift against yourself. If they can keep you trapped in a cycle of mundane anxiety, worrying about your earthly future, or obsessing over past betrayals, you will unintentionally use your massive reality-bending power to manifest more chaos, more blockages, and more isolation. You must aggressively reclaim the sovereign territory of your own consciousness today. Every single time a thought of lack, fear, or unworthiness tries to enter your mind, you must violently reject it. You must visualize that thought dissolving into pure, blinding white light the very second it appears. You are the architect now. You hold the cosmic pen that writes the script of the physical dimension. The people around you, those who are still heavily asleep under the 3D matrix control, will soon begin to look at you very differently. They will notice that the normal rules of human existence simply do not apply to you anymore. They will watch you effortlessly step into timelines of abundance, profound healing, and undeniable alignment, while they remain stuck in their predictable loops. They will not understand how you are bypassing the physical laws of their reality. But you will know. You will know that it is because you finally stopped begging the universe for miracles and boldly stepped into the absolute realization that you are the living, breathing miracle. You are the ancient technology. You are the exact energetic catalyst the Earth has been waiting 2 millennia to witness. You must guard this immense power fiercely and use it strictly to anchor the highest frequencies of divine love into this crumbling world. Let us look closely at the immediate environment surrounding you, because the physical world is already actively responding to the profound, reality-altering mutation within your DNA. When a starseed successfully breaks a 2,000-year-old etheric seal, the sheer volume of cosmic radiation they begin to emit cannot be hidden or contained. Have you noticed strange anomalies happening with the technology around you lately? Your phone suddenly glitching or freezing? Batteries draining impossibly fast for no logical reason? Or lights flickering the exact moment you walk into a room experiencing a surge of intense emotion? You might have logically dismissed this as mere coincidence or faulty wiring. Do not be so blind to your own magnitude. You are actively emitting a massive electromagnetic field that is heavily disrupting the standard dense frequencies of the 3D matrix. The artificial grids that run the systems of this planet simply cannot handle the ancient high-voltage Arcturian energy that is now pouring directly out of your heart center. Furthermore, closely observe how animals and young children are responding to your physical presence right now. They do not possess the heavy conditioned filters and matrix programming of adult human beings. They see the raw, unfiltered, energetic truth. Stray animals might be suddenly approaching you, staring at you with an intense, unwavering recognition, feeling an absolute sense of safety. Children might stop and gaze at you, completely captivated by a golden light they can clearly see, but cannot yet name. They are recognizing the ancient master returning. They are seeing the exact same spiritual authority and divine frequency that walked this earth 2 millennia ago. But the most profound, and often the most painful confirmation of your activation will come from the adult humans deeply entrenched in the matrix, who are currently in your orbit. You are going to notice a severe, almost violent polarization happening in your personal relationships. Because your frequency is rapidly and aggressively expanding, you are unintentionally exposing the hidden shadows of everyone around you. People who harbor deep, unhealed trauma, secret jealousy, or narcissistic tendencies will suddenly become extremely uncomfortable, even agitated, in your presence. They might lash out at you for absolutely no logical reason, desperately try to diminish your light, or suddenly abandon the relationship altogether. Do not chase them. Do not shed a single tear over their departure. They are not rejecting your human personality. Their lower density attachments are absolutely terrified of the blinding light of your newly activated DNA. Your mere existence is forcing them to face their own darkness, and many are simply not ready for that level of spiritual evolution. Conversely, you will begin to magnetically, almost effortlessly, attract souls who are desperately searching for the truth. Complete strangers will suddenly approach you in public places, inexplicably drawn to your majestic aura, and begin confessing their deepest secrets, their fears, and their profound sorrows to you. They will look into your eyes and tell you that they feel a strange, immediate sense of peace just by standing near you. This is the gift of reality transmutation in its most compassionate, beautiful form. Your energetic field is spontaneously healing their subtle bodies without you even needing to speak a single physical word. You are becoming a walking, breathing sanctuary of pure light. But with this incredible, ancient power comes an absolute mandate for severe energetic protection. You cannot allow these wandering, wounded souls to drain your vital life force as they seek your warmth. You must establish impenetrable boundaries. With this sudden and immense power comes an absolute, non-negotiable cosmic responsibility. The Arcturian Council must be completely transparent with you regarding the severe dangers of the phase you are entering right now. Because you are the first human vessel in 2,000 years to successfully shatter this energetic seal, your ego is going to be tested in ways you cannot possibly imagine. The dense matrix systems, realizing they can no longer suppress your light, will desperately change their tactics. If they cannot keep you asleep, they will aggressively try to corrupt your awakening. They will try to seduce your human ego by whispering that you are superior to those around you, that you should use your newfound reality-bending power for selfish gain, or that you should seek earthly revenge on those who deeply broke your heart in the past. You must absolutely refuse to listen to these dark, seductive whispers. The gift of reality transmutation operates strictly on the frequency of pure, unconditional galactic love. If you attempt to use this ancient technology through the heavy, dense filters of anger, resentment, or spiritual arrogance, the energy will violently rebound upon your own physical vessel. You will inadvertently manifest chaos into your own life at an accelerated rate. This is precisely why your guides have forced you to face your deepest, darkest shadows over the past few years. You had to learn how to completely forgive your enemies. You had to learn how to sit in the absolute depths of your own despair and still choose divine compassion. You were being rigorously tested to see if you could be trusted with the keys to the universe. And you passed. But the final test is happening right now, in your daily life. You must aggressively clear the last remaining fragments of ancestral trauma from your bloodline, the fears, the toxic patterns, and the deeply ingrained poverty consciousness that your parents and grandparents carried. These heavy, energetic inheritances are actively trying to latch on to your rapidly rising frequency. Every time you feel a sudden, irrational panic about survival or a deep, lingering doubt about your own immense worthiness, you must understand that this is not your authentic voice. It is the terrified echo of your ancestors pleading for healing. As the first to break the seal, you are not just transmuting your own reality. You are serving as the primary energetic filter for your entire lineage. When these heavy, inherited fears rise to the surface of your mind, do not identify with them. Do not let them pull you back into the 3D mud. Stand firmly in your majestic power. Visualize a pillar of blinding, Arcturian violet light descending directly into your crown chakra and washing through your physical body, completely dissolving those ancient heavy chains. You are the chosen cycle breaker. You are the one who stops the generational bleeding. Your physical body is the sacred ground where thousands of years of suffering are finally brought to an end. You must maintain absolute emotional discipline. Do not let the temporary illusions of this crumbling matrix pull you out of your divine coherence. You are holding the frequency for an entirely new world. Let us now move into the practical application of this monumental awakening. You are not meant to simply sit in isolation and passively vibrate at a higher frequency forever. That intense period of separation was only the necessary preparation phase. Now that the 2,000-year-old seal is permanently shattered and your physical nervous system is finally stabilizing, the universe requires your active, conscious command. You are moving from the defensive posture of deep healing into the absolute offensive posture of galactic creation. The profound gift of reality transmutation requires explicit direction. Imagine your newly activated DNA as a massive, overflowing reservoir of pure, blinding starlight. If you do not consciously direct this immense, raw energy toward a specific, high-vibrational reality, it will simply spill out in all directions, unintentionally feeding the chaotic currents of the crumbling matrix. You must become dangerously intentional with your focus. From this exact moment forward, you must treat your spoken words as absolute, unbreakable cosmic law. The dense 3D reality taught you to use language carelessly, to casually complain about your difficult circumstances, to joke about your earthly struggles, or to constantly vocalize your deep-seated doubts. You can no longer afford this reckless human behavior. When you, as a fully activated starseed, speak a word into the open air, you are literally commanding the quantum particles of the universe to mold themselves around that exact vibration. If you casually say you are exhausted, the quantum field will instantly manifest heavier earthly burdens to match that frequency. But if you stand firm, open your mouth, and declare with absolute, unwavering authority that you are sovereign, entirely abundant, and radically protected by the galactic forces, the physical elements of this planet must immediately obey. You must begin to stubbornly speak your highest timeline into physical existence every single morning, long before your feet even touch the ground. The collapsing matrix systems will desperately attempt to test your new resolve by offering you shiny illusions cleverly disguised as real opportunities. You will soon be presented with situations, career paths, or romantic connections that look slightly better than what you had in the past, but still require you to compromise a small, vital piece of your authentic soul. This is the ultimate, final trap. The dark architects want you to settle for the mere illusion of comfort so that you stop using your transmutative power to build the new earth. You must look these mediocre compromises dead in the eye and absolutely refuse them. Demand the absolute highest timeline and accept nothing less. When you walk into a crowded room, a public space, or a toxic environment, consciously visualize your golden aura expanding outward, forcefully overriding the dense, heavy frequencies of that specific space. You do not need to preach to anyone. You do not need to aggressively explain your awakening to those who are still heavily asleep and committed to their own suffering. Your silent, sovereign, and intensely powerful presence is the most aggressive intervention this planet has ever witnessed. You are actively rewriting the collective genetic code of humanity simply by refusing to play small ever again. The power you hold inside your chest is ancient. It is completely unstoppable, and it is entirely yours to wield. Starseed, as we bring this monumental transmission to a close, you must take a deep, grounding breath and anchor this absolute truth into your crystalline core. The journey you have walked on this planet has been brutally hard. You have been mocked, you have been profoundly misunderstood, and you have spent countless nights staring up at the stars, begging for a rescue that seemed like it would never come. But the Arcturian Council wishes you to know, right here and right now, that you were never abandoned. You were never simply wandering aimlessly through the dark. You were on a highly classified, incredibly dangerous stealth mission behind enemy lines. And the rescue mission was never meant to come from the stars, because the ultimate rescue mission was always you. You were the one sent to save this timeline. The profound exhaustion you feel in your bones today is the glorious, undeniable fatigue of a cosmic warrior who has just successfully won a 2,000-year-old war. By holding on to the pure frequency of divine compassion, when the entire matrix demanded that you become bitter, you have successfully shattered the ancient etheric seal. The energetic floodgates of the planet are now wide open. The majestic gift of reality transmutation is fully awake inside your DNA, and the physical reality around you is currently bending and bowing to your newly claimed sovereignty. Do not ever shrink yourself again to make the asleep comfortable. Do not ever apologize for the blinding, radiant magnitude of your starseed light. The Galactic Federation of Light is standing by, watching your immediate energetic field with profound reverence and absolute awe. We are actively surrounding you with an impenetrable shield of golden Arcturian plasma. We are meticulously clearing the final dense obstacles from your daily path, and we are accelerating the arrival of the exact soul tribe and the divine counterparts who are vibrationally matched to this new, upgraded version of you. The heavy isolation is officially over. You are stepping into the most triumphant, miraculous, and abundantly beautiful chapter of your entire earthly incarnation. Trust the immense power waking up inside your chest. Trust the sudden, undeniable knowing that everything is finally shifting in your favor. Before you move on with your day, we must anchor this activation into the physical grid. Do not keep this monumental shift to yourself. The energy of this transmission multiplies when your intention connects with the collective. Subscribe to this channel right now if you are choosing to fully accept your cosmic mission and align with your highest galactic destiny. Hit the like button to send a tangible, high-frequency pulse into the Matrix algorithms, and go to the comments below and declare your absolute sovereignty. Comment the words, "Seal broken," to signal to your hidden star family that you are fully awake, activated, and ready to command your reality. Reply to another soul's comment with pure love to amplify our frequency across the entire globe. Some transmissions don't come through words. They come through frequency. If something stirred in you right now, that's not a coincidence. 4,500 people have already activated their Arcturian codes, and they wish they'd found this sooner. Arcturian Secrets. 12. Hidden Keys to Awakening is a 47-page ebook with ancient techniques for conscious expansion, multi-dimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. Are you next? Get instant access in the first pinned comment. Only 72 hours at the launch price.